Today, I'm going to be reversing DeMarcus Cousins' NBA career, meaning that he'll be starting it off with the Denver Nuggets and ending it with the Sacramento Kings. In his rookie season, he's going to be playing alongside Carmelo Anthony, so I think we're in for an exciting first season from Boogie. Russell Westbrook already taken home an MVP very early in the video. Blake Griffin, Rookie of the Year over DeMarcus Cousins. The stats from Blake were really good, about 20 and 13 on the season. Manu Ginobili, Sixth Man of the Year. Dwight DPOY, Serge Ibaka, Most Improved, and Scott Brooks wins Coach of the Year. Now, I don't expect Boogie to make All-NBA or anything in his rookie season, but he did make the All-Rookie First Team this year. He averaged about 14 points per game, added on 9 rebounds a night. Solid efficiency for a rookie. I think this was definitely a good rookie campaign considering the players he was playing alongside of. We even won 58 games on the season, making us contenders in the Western Conference. In round number 1, we're going to be taking on the Dallas Mavericks, and this is going to be a gentleman's sweep. We easily advance to round 2, where we'll be taking on the Young Thunder. They got Russ and KD, who are already superstars, but James Harden, he hasn't emerged into the player that we know him to be yet. So this is still an opportunity for us to do our thing as a team before OKC becomes too overpowered. Let's get straight into it. Game number 1 is going to go to us. Game 2 goes to Oklahoma City. We're going to take game 3, and we are up 3-1 on the Young Thunder, who won 64 games on the season. We'll advance in a gentleman's sweep to take on the Los Angeles Lakers. LA, of course, has Kobe, Powell, Odom, Ron Artest, and the great Steve Blake. Let's go ahead and get into it. Game number 1 is going to go to the Lakers. Game 2 goes to us. We're going to take game 3. Is Boogie about to get a ring in year 1? We are up 3-1 in the series. 1 game away from the NBA Finals in DeMarcus Cousins' rookie season, and we are here taking on the Boston Celtics. They've got Rondo, Ray, Pierce, KG, and Channing Frye. We've got Chauncey, JR, Melo, Kenyon Martin, and DeMarcus Cousins. Now, I want to see what's Boogie been doing so far. 25 and 12 to close out the Lakers. Look at him, man. He's a playoff performer. Efficiency is up significantly in the playoffs. The scoring is up as well for DeMarcus Cousins. I'm assuming Melo has been going crazy as well, about 24 points per game. JR giving us about 15. What's Chauncey been doing? He's been averaging about 12. So I guess it's just been a team effort. Let's get straight into these finals, though. Game number 1 is going to go to Boston. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. Oh my goodness. DeMarcus Cousins, he was never able to win an NBA championship in his career in real life, and we are 1 game away right now. Boston's going to take game 5. Let's hop into the Simcast for game 6. See if Boogie can win this chip. I'd be absolutely devastated if we blew a 3-1. We're going to game 7, man. Boogie with 21 points in this one. Al Harrington gave us 18 in 10 minutes. But Paul Pierce, the truth, he had 38 points in this one. Now we're headed to a game 7. They scared me a little bit, but we did it. We just won the NBA championship. So not only does DeMarcus Cousins win a chip, but so does Carmelo Anthony. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I didn't expect this. With teams like the Lakers, the Celtics, I didn't think we'd be able to hang with those guys, but we end up winning the chip in season number 1. Boogie is already rewriting history in his reverse career, winning a championship. Our next season is going to be spent in LA with the Clippers. It's unfortunate that we couldn't spend more time in Denver, but Carmelo Anthony did end up leaving the Nuggets in the offseason anyway. This Clippers team is pretty young, and Boogie's going to immediately come in and take the starting center spot from DeAndre Jordan. The front court is stacked. I mean, they've also got Blake Griffin, who's coming off a Rookie of the Year. Eric Gordon's also here to space the floor, and we've got a young Kemba Walker on the squad. Overall, my hopes aren't super high for this team, but maybe they'll surprise me like the Nuggets did. LeBron James taking home an MVP. Maxwell Bass, Rookie of the Year. Ty Lawson 6th man, Dwight Howard DPOY, Marc Gasol most improved, and Scott Brooks. See, this is why I told y'all last year that might have been one of our last chances to get past the Young Thunder. They're going to be a problem. 70 wins on the season. DeMarcus Cousins in year 2 is on All-NBA second team, averaging about 18 points and 11 rebounds per night, even playmaking a bit with 3 assists per game, and the efficiency from the field is up. The 3-point shooting is down, but I doubt 2K has him taking a ton of threes. Yeah, not too many, but when he's taking them, he is not making them. We ended up being the 2 seed this year. DeMarcus Cousins has very much exceeded my expectations so far in this video. In round number 1, we're going to be taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. They've got Vince Carter, Rudy Gay, Marc Gasol. This team is trash, bro. No disrespect, but we should be able to beat them easily. We're going to go ahead and sweep them. Round 2, we got Dallas. I remember we beat the Mavs last year when Boogie was on the Clippers. They've got Dirk, of course, Jason Kidd, Jason Terry, Sean Marion, and Tyson Chandler. It's a nice, well-rounded lineup for sure. Game number 1 is going to go to Dallas. Game 2 will go to us. They're up 2-1 in the series, and we're all tied up at 2 apiece. Would love to see some Boogie gameplay, so let's hop in the Simcast. Mavericks going to take home the pivotal Game 5, and DeMarcus Cousins ends up dropping only 9 points in this one. He took 6 shots, fouled out in 20 minutes. A rough one, to say the least, for Cousins. And Dirk comes up big for the Mavs with 24 points. We are 1 game away from elimination here in the second round, but we're going to force Game 7. It's a convincing win. We won by 27 points in this one. And again, DeMarcus Cousins struggles. Only 12 points and 11 rebounds. This has definitely been a down playoff run for him, coming off the NBA championship run in Denver. But he can redeem himself right here in Game 7 against Dallas. DeMarcus Cousins bounces back in Game 7, and we're going to advance. Blake Griffin, 23 and 21 is nuts. But Cousins, 21 points, not too shabby. And we're moving on to the conference finals, where we'll be taking on the juggernaut Oklahoma City Thunder. They are coming off of a 70-win season. We've got our work cut out for us in this one. Game 1 is going to go to OKC. Game 2 also going to go to OKC. Yeah, this is kind of how I thought it would go. We're going to take a game. Okay, we're going to take 2 games. Maybe we'll make this a series here. We could force Game 7, maybe a little 3-0 comeback. Man, we got cooked. We lost by 26 points in this one. Boogie 27 and 8. But overall, Boogie had some rough games in this playoff run. We end up losing in Game 6. The Brody drops 38 points, adds on 10 assists. Yeah, Russ, KD, Harden, that's going to be a tough trio to beat. But I mean, overall, DeMarcus Cousins has made it to a conference finals in his second season, and in his rookie season, he won a chip. So I would say it's been a pretty successful start to his NBA career. In year number 3, DeMarcus Cousins is going to have a chance to add another championship to his already stacked resume. He's going to be in LA. And you might be wondering, I don't remember DeMarcus Cousins playing for the Lakers. Well, in real life, he did sign with the Lakers, but he just didn't play because he was injured for the entirety of the season. Now, for this Boogie and Pau Gasol duo to work, I guess we're going to run DeMarcus Cousins at the 4 for this season, and maybe Boogie can pick up another championship. D Rose taking home an MVP. Anthony Davis, Rookie of the Year in Toronto. Hey, how did we feel about that second half from Anthony Davis last night in the opening night, man? I can't lie, it was rough. Jordan Farmar, 6th Man of the Year. Tim Duncan, DPOY. Jonathan Payne, Most Improved. And Scott Brooks wins another Coach of the Year. Also, real quick, if y'all are enjoying the video so far, I'd really appreciate if you consider subscribing to the channel. We're trying to hit 20K by the end of the year. I just want to thank you all for all your support recently. It's been crazy. This season, we saw DeMarcus Cousins and Pau Gasol named to the All-NBA First Team. Boogie had a career year, averaging like 25 and 13 on the season, and Pau Gasol was great in the front court alongside Cousins. What a dominant duo. And that's not to mention that we have Kobe Bryant, who was giving us near 30 a night. Despite all of that, though, we were only the 6th seed this season, winning 50 games. So let's go ahead and get into it. In round number 1, we're going to be taking on the Mavericks. And you might have noticed, Dallas only won 35 games. And the reason they are a higher seed than us is because of the way the standings were set up at this time. It was division based, so teams could get higher rankings based on how they finished in their division. Anyways, I don't think we should have a problem with this Dallas team. Okay, well, we're down 3-1. They won 35 regular season games, guys. We have Kobe, DeMarcus Cousins, and Pau-Gasol. We're going to take Game 5, and we're going to take Game 6. Maybe we can pull off this 3-1 comeback, but I don't think we should have been down 3-1 in the first place. All right, we pulled it off, but that was a Mickey Mouse 3-1 comeback. Like I said, we should not have been down 3-1 in this series. Kobe Bryant, 30 points, 8 boards, 12 assists, big game. DeMarcus Cousins, 23 and 10. He's been playing pretty well thus far. Efficiency down a bit, but averaging 25 a night in the playoffs. And Pau-Gasol, I mean, the scoring's been down, the efficiency is up though. I guess he just hasn't been getting the ball like that. Round 2, we got the Clippers. Man, even after Boogie left, this Clippers team was still really good. But with all of our star power, I think we should be able to make some noise against them. Game number 1 is going to go to the Clippers. Game 2 goes to the Clippers. Okay, well, I guess I was wrong. We're going to take Game 4, and we're going to lose in a gentleman's sweep. I had super high hopes for this team with DeMarcus Cousins, Kobe, and Pau, but we ended up being pretty underwhelming. Almost losing in the first round. I mean, we pulled off that 3-1 comeback, but then we lost in the second round in 5 games to the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is now in Golden State. He's going to be spending a year playing with Steph Curry and Monte Ellis. Andre Drummond is also here, but I think it's going to be time for Boogie to go back to the center position. Maybe this time Boogie can win a ring in Golden State. Derrick Rose averages 35 and 10, wins MVP. Oh my goodness. Giannis, Rookie of the Year. Eric Gilliard, 6-man. Bron, DPOY. Draymond, Most Improved. Oh my gosh, man. Scott Brooks, he's too tough at coaching. 73 and 9 this season. Boogie, another All-NBA first team appearance. Mind you, this is his 4th season. He's going crazy, bro. Mind you is a crazy thing to say. I don't think I've ever said mind you a day in my life. Anyway, round number 1, we're going to be taking on the Utah Jazz. They're the 7th seed. Man, I feel like we just got to hope that somebody else takes out OKC for us, because that's going to be a big problem. Okay, I'm talking about OKC when we're about to get cooked by Utah. We're going to a Game 7 against the Jazz here. How was this team the 7th seed? They have Chris Paul, Rodney Stuckey, Gordon Hayward, Paul Millsap, and of course Daniel Tice. I feel like their team might be better than ours on paper, but let's get in the Simcast Game 7. Alright, we got the dub in Game 7. This Utah team was definitely better than their record suggested. Steph Curry, 39, 10, and 8, helping us get the dub here. Boogie, 20 and 9. We will move on to round number 2, where we're taking on the Clippers. Man, we keep having run-ins with Boogie's former team, and they look pretty good. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Let's get into it. Game number 1 is going to go to us. Game 2 goes to the Clippers. Game 3 is going to go to us. We are up 3-1, and we're advancing to the conference finals. Shout out to Minnesota for taking out the Thunder for us. I mean, this Minnesota team is solid, but they're not nearly as good as the Thunder. I don't know how they beat OKC. They've got a young Dame. They've got Batum, Darius Sloan, K-Love, Bismack Biyombo. But man, I'd much rather take on this team than take on that OKC squad. Game number 1 is going to go to Minnesota. Okay, maybe we should have just took on OKC. Seems like we might have just lost either way. We got swept by the Minnesota Timberwolves here. Reggie Jackson was our leading scorer in the final game. DeMarcus Cousins, 16 points. Steph Curry, only 14 points in this one. Yeah, this was a rough game to say the least. Overall, a solid playoff run for DeMarcus Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins going to be spending the next 2 seasons in New Orleans, playing alongside Darren Williams, David West. This team isn't too bad. We got some solid role players, got a young Andrew Wiggins, but Boogie is definitely going to have to be the top dog on this team. Russell Westbrook going to take home the MVP. Nikola Jokic, Rookie of the Year. Dame, 6-man of the Year in Minnesota. Dwight Howard, DPOY. Drummond, Most Improved in Golden State. And Scott Brooks, another Coach of the Year. DeMarcus Cousins still on the All-NBA first team doing his thing. Averaged about 24 and 13 in his first year with the Pelicans. Another great season for Boogie. In round number 1, we're going to be taking on the Sacramento Kings. Of course, a bit down the line, Boogie's going to be spending some time in Sacramento. this season was pretty mid for us, 41-41, but because of the way the divisions were set up and all that, we ended up with the 3rd seed. We'll see if we can somehow make it past Sacramento. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get gentlemen swept. DeMarcus Cousins loses in round 1. I'm not going to blame him too much on this one. We did not have a successful regular season, so I didn't expect a ton out of this team. Final season with the Pelicans before we head to Sacramento. This is what the team is looking like. Andrew Wiggins taking a bit of a leap. Maybe he can carry this season or something. I don't know, man. We'll see what Boogie can do. He's been great individually in this video. And plus, he's already got a chip. So we're off to a great start for Cousins. Who is this guy? How did he just win an MVP? Maxwell Bass? 94 overall, 5 years pro. I mean, he's tough, I guess, but where did you come from? I mean, congrats. 22nd pick, winning the MVP is nuts. D'Angelo Russell, Rookie of the Year. Dame Time, 6th Man of the Year. AD, DPOY. Joel Embiid, Most Improved in Phoenix. Yeah, we get it, Scott Brooks. You can win Coach of the Year. DeMarcus Cousins, All-NBA First Team. Some great numbers, 25 points, about 13 boards on the season. We're the 6th seed this year, only won 44 games. Man, we've just been mid in DeMarcus Cousins' Pelicans tenure. We'll just press sim around. Okay, you know what? We went ahead and we beat them in 6. We're moving on to round number 2 against the Timberwolves. They've got a pretty solid basketball team. I'm not exactly convinced that we're going to be able to win. We got a 73 overall 2 guard, man. That's crazy. Game number 1 is going to go to us. Game 2 will go to Minnesota. Game 3 also goes to the T-Wolves. Yeah, we're down 3-1, and we'll lose in 5. So after the NBA championship in year 1, it's kind of been downhill in terms of playoff success. Boogie, though, averages almost 30 points per game in the NBA playoffs. So I wouldn't blame it on Boogie. He might just need a bit better teams. Shout out to the Clippers winning the championship. That's a sentence I didn't think I'd say. Boogie just joined a nice Sacramento team. We got Mike Conley, Tyreek Evans, Linsanity, Thad Young, Markieff Morris, Gary Harris. Yeah, this team is tough. I think we should be competing for championships right now. Steph Curry ended up going to Denver and winning an MVP. Ben Simmons, Rookie of the Year. Rondo, 6th Man. Drummond, DPOY. Chucky Snow, Most Improved. Boogie, consistently on that All-NBA First Team. Great numbers once again for Cousins. And we were the 2nd seed this season. We won 58 games on the year. So a very successful regular season. And in OKC, they only won 58 games. What happened to the Thunder? Did they lose somebody? Please tell me they did. No, they didn't. Maybe they were just chilling in the regular season or something. So we still got to worry about that team. Round number 1, we're going to be taking on the Clippers. They're the 7th. Okay, man, we were down 3-0. We took game 4. We're going to take game 5. And we'll lose in 6. Great stuff, guys. We just go ahead and lose to the 7th seed. Wonderful. Shout out to Boogie, I guess. Solid numbers on the year, but losing to the 7th seed when you're the 2 seed is crazy. Anthony Davis, Finals MVP with the Raptors. Good news is the squad's still looking great, so hopefully we can actually make some noise in the playoffs this year. Darius Sloan wins MVP, I guess. Lonzo, Rookie of the Year. Jeremy Lin wins 6th Man for our squad. Kawhi Leonard, DPOY, he's in Toronto. 2K got the script. Lewis Russell wins Most Improved Player. And Alan Bibby wins 71 games. What do they have going on in Minnesota? Hold on, we'll have to check that out in a second. Shout out to Boogie, another year on the All-NBA First Team. But who do they have on the T-Wolves? Because I know they've been nice for the past couple years, but I mean, I guess they just kind of like, did they add Tyson Chandler maybe? I mean, they definitely do have some good depth on this team for sure. I mean, they've got a lot. How many 80-plus players do they have? They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They've got 11 players above 80 overall. That's nuts. Round number 1, we're going to be taking on the Denver Nuggets. I think they might have Steph. We're up 3-2, and we're going to beat them in 6. Round 2, we got OKC, and they still have their big 3 plus Ibaka. This team is nice. I don't know how they aren't the number 1 seed. Game number 1 is going to go to us. Game 2 goes to Oklahoma City. Game 3 to OKC. All tied up into a piece. They'll take game 5. We'll take game 6. All right, here we go. We're all tied up, headed into a game 7. Let's get into the Simcast. I'd love to see Boogie actually in action in some gameplay. Finally, we got a hop-in game. OKC down by 1 point here. Russ is just going to pop a quick three and miss it. Kevin Durant with the rebound. He almost got an and one there. He was fouled by Wright. And I just noticed OKC has Pascal Siakam on their squad as well. It isn't fair. First free throw for Kevin Durant is going to drop. Second one for Durant is up, and it's good as well. Now, where is DeMarcus Cousins at? Please don't tell me. Don't tell me Boogie Cousins foul. Bro, you've got to be kidding me right now. The one game I want to hop into, DeMarcus Cousins is fouled out. You know what? I want to see if his squad can get it done without him. Tyreke Evans has the ball. Evans, defended by Kevin Durant. Tyreke going to pass it to Jeremy Lin. Linsanity! Jeremy Lin over to Tyreke Evans. Evans working on Kevin Durant. Going to pass it over to Mike Conley. Conley going to get the screen from Wright. Conley, not much time left, going to pull the three, and it's off. Serge Ibaka grabs the rebound. James Harden going to pass it over to Russell Westbrook. Russ, and that might be a charge. It is going to be a charge. Russell Westbrook, he was going a little too fast right there. And now we're going to get the ball back. We're still down by a point here. Over a minute to go. Plenty of time left in this game. Jeremy Lin has it. Lin, defended by James Harden. You might want to take advantage. Lin going to get the screen from Wright. Jeremy gonna pass it down to Tyreke Evans. Evans, beautiful post fade that's gonna miss. Oh my gosh, bro. Update required. They're going to give it to James Harden. Harden, defended by Tyreke Evans. Harden, what? No way. Tyreke Evans is just going to let James Harden bully him like that. We're down by 3 points. We needed Boogie in this one. He had to foul out. Less than 50 seconds to go. Justice Winslow inbounding the ball. He's going to throw it into Mike Conley. Conley, why are you standing right in front of him, Jeremy Lin? Conley going to get a big body screen from Wright. Conley passes it down to Wright, and he smoked the layup. Oh my gosh, what is going on, man? This basketball team is not playing well right now. Russell Westbrook moving at 1,000,000 miles an hour, gonna pull the jumper. I'm ready to get out of here, bro. It's getting ugly. We aren't doing anything. Justice Winslow, he was the leading scorer for our team. Kevin Durant, 39 points. All right, bro, we lost. And to add insult to injury, I got to go back to the menu to apply this stupid update. Oh, yeah, here's DeMarcus Cousins' playoff stats. He was really good, except for when we really needed him and he fouled out. Team pretty much looks the same. Hopefully we don't just fold in the playoffs this year. Anthony Davis, MVP for the Raptors. Trae Young, Rookie of the Year in Atlanta. 2K got the script. D'Angelo Russell, Sixth Man of the Year. AD DPOY. Harry Hardaway wins Most Improved Player. Rudy Tomjanovich, that's our coach. He got Coach of the Year. DeMarcus Cousins, All-NBA First Team. You know, we're used to that, but we were the first seed, man. We were nice. 63 wins on the season. Ended off the season right as well. An 8-game win streak. Round 1, we got Denver. We're not worried. We're the number 1 seed. We're going to beat them in 6. Round 2, we got the Dallas Mavericks. Bro, okay, for a number 1 seed, this might be a Mickey Mouse number 1 seed. We're going to Game 7 here against the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Book, Dame, Wilson Chandler, Markieff Morris, Mo Space. They do not have a player over 85 overall. If y'all really lose to this team, I don't know what to say. They were garbage in Game 7. We won by 35. Tyreke Evans, 29 points. Boogie, 22 and 11. Jeremy Lin, 19 points in only 22 minutes. We move on, and now we're going to be taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis, they've got Jokic, but outside of that, their team isn't too crazy. Game number 1, going to go to the Grizzlies. Bro, come on. Y'all got to lock in. We tie the series up at 2 apiece. Let's simcast Game 5. All right, we're 1 win away from the NBA Finals, a 16-point win in Game 5 against Memphis. Just take this next game, and we're back in the Finals. We're going to do it. DeMarcus Cousins, for the first time since his rookie season, is in the NBA Finals. And oddly enough, he's taken on the player who he won a chip with in his rookie year, Carmelo Anthony. They've also got guys like Jimmy and Brook Lopez, but I think our team is better. They were the 8th seed, made it all the way to the Finals. Game number 1 is going to go to us. Game 2 goes to us. DeMarcus Cousins on the verge of a championship, up 3-1 here in the series, and we're going to finish it in 5. In this new reverse career, DeMarcus Cousins has won 2 NBA championships, and he's made 7 All-NBA first teams. What a success this has been, and we've still got 3 more years left in Sacramento to stack up championships. Team still looks good after the chip. Let's try to repeat. Anthony Davis, another MVP. Zion, Rookie of the Year in LA. Jeremy Lin, Sixth Man of the Year. AD DPOY. Miles Turner, Most Improved, 22 and 11 for Miles. He's up to an 88. That's crazy. DeMarcus Cousins, All NBA First Team this season. We know Boogie's nice. We were the second seed this year, 56 wins, almost the first seed. If we wouldn't have lost those 3 games at the end of the season, we would have been number 1. Round 1, we're taking on the Memphis Grizzlies, and we're going to go ahead and beat them in 6. Round 2, we got the Lakers. They have a rookie Zion, but we're up 3-1 on them. They're going to take game 5, but we'll win in 6. Just like that, we're back in the conference finals, taking on the 5-seeded Dallas Mavericks. This team is so mid. I don't know how they keep making noise, but this should be an easy dub. Okay, we beat them in 7, and it was really close. I probably should have hopped in, but DeMarcus Cousins, 43, 15, and 7 in Game 7. Boogie is just so nice. We're back in the finals, taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Their best player is Klay Nelson. Outside of that, I'm not worried at all. Game number 1's going to go to us. Game 2 goes to us. DeMarcus Cousins, is he about to be a 3-time champion? We're all tied up at 2 apiece, so I guess we'll have to hop in the Simcast. We'll find out if he can take this big game 5. We're all tied up at 100 apiece, and this time DeMarcus Cousins is not fouled out. Ball's gonna go into Mike Conley. I thought Boogie was gonna set the screen, but he just rolled to the basket, and Cousins gonna dunk one home. DeMarcus Cousins has a chance to win another chip in Sacramento, and he's taking advantage. Nelson has the ball, defended by Tyreke Evans. Great defense from Tyreke, but Nelson's gonna get the screen. A nice roll from Ian Mahinmi, but Evans strips it, and Conley's moving on the break. Mike Conley gonna pass it to Cousins. Cousins fakes and lays it in. What a strip from Tyreke Evans. Wow, I thought for sure that was an easy lay for Ian Mahinmi, but Tyreke Evans, what a steal. And we are up by 4 here. Great pass from Conley because he might have got packed there. Nelson, defended by Tyreke Evans, gonna get the screen from Ian Mahinmi. Nelson, Mahimi's on the roll, and this time Conley was trying to go for the steal, but he ends up picking up the foul. I don't think Ian Mahimi's the best free throw shooter. Maybe I'm wrong because that first one ended up dropping pretty convincingly. Second one for Mahinmi is also good. So the Philadelphia 76ers are within 2, a little over a minute to go. Mike Conley bringing up the ball, going to get the screen from DeMarcus Cousins. Conley has a nice lane, and he's going to punch one. Oh, my goodness. I didn't know Mike Conley could get up like that. Mike Conley, he punches home a dunk, and we are up by 4 points here. Philadelphia needs a bucket, and we need a stop. Great defense from Tyreke Evans on Nelson. He's going to get the screen, and Ian Mahimi's wide open. Man, he's kind of been cooking on those cuts. Ian Mahimi has. He's been able to make some nice opportunities for Sacramento. Mike Conley bringing up the ball. He's going to attack the basket, fakes it, and he's slowing it down a bit, going to pass it over to Nerlens Noel. Nerlens Noel has it. Noel, please give it to somebody else. Over to Mike Conley. There are way too many people on the side of the court. Mike Conley pulling the jumper, misses, but Boogie gets the rebound, and before he can put the shot back up, he's going to get fouled. And oh man, he really should have put that up quicker. We could have had a chance to take a 4-point lead if he put that back up. Justice Winslow on the inbound, going to give it to Evans, and now the Sixers are playing the foul game. First free throw for Evans is off. No, we needed that one. Second one for Tyreke. You can't miss this one. And he's going to hit, but now it's a 1-possession game. We need to play some great defense here. Andre Iguodala inbounding the ball. It's going to go into Drew Holiday. Holiday gets the screen. Holiday attacking the basket. He's going to pull the jumper and he misses. And Nerlens Noel gets the board, passes it over to Boogie. Boogie has a chance to ice this game at the foul line in front of his home crowd. First one for Cousins is good. DeMarcus Cousins, the second free throw is off. And the Sixers, they might have a chance at it here, down by 4 points. Holiday over to Burks. Burks for 3, and it's good. Alec Burks knocks down a huge shot, and Sacramento is only up 1 here. Conley gonna shoot some free throws. I'm pretty confident in Mike Conley knocking these down. First one for Mike is good. We need both of these, though, for sure. Second one for Conley also drops, and we are up by 3 points here. A little over 5 seconds to go. Still a one-possession game. Philadelphia needs a 3. They're going to Iguodala. Fate of the universe on the line. I want Iguodala. Fate of the universe on the line. Bro, oh my. Bro, Max Kellerman was right. Max Kellerman was right. I want Iguodala. What? I can't even be mad. A little over 1 second to go here. Sacramento gonna have to throw up a full quarter, and it misses. Oh my gosh, dude. Iguodala was tired. He still knocked that down. He had Gatorade, still hit that 3. Oh my gosh, that was so cold. I can't even be mad, man. That was just such a great shot. And riding the momentum of Iguodala's 3 in overtime, the Philadelphia 76ers are going to get the dub. Boogie was in beast mode, 32 and 21. I can't believe Iggy hit that shot, man. Now we are going to a game 6 down 3-2. Well, after Andre Iguodala hit that shot, I can't believe Iggy hit that shot, but now we're down 3-2. Let's hop in the Simcast for game 6. Shout out to the Sixers, bro. I can't even be mad at this point. Our guys kind of sold in this one. Boogie fouled out, and you know what? Andre Iguodala is just too nice. That's really all it came down to. Iggy knocked down an absolutely huge shot, and the Sixers are going to win the championship, led by 91 overall guard, who's a scoring machine, Klay Nelson. So solid playoff run for our guys. I mean, obviously, we made it all the way to the NBA Finals. It would have been great to finish the job, but we've still got time for Boogie to win more rings. Basically the same squad, so let's try to get back to the finals, but actually win this time. Karl Anthony Towns taking home an MVP. I don't know if I've seen Cat take home an MVP in these Sims. LaMelo, Rookie of the Year, Brandon Ingram, 6th Man, AD, DPOY, Colin Sexton, Most Improved, and Monty Williams, Coach of the Year. No All-NBA first this year for Boogie because, of course, Cat won MVP. Boogie didn't even make the second team. He's all the way down here on the third team. Come on now, man. I mean, the numbers still solid for Cousins. He's been great throughout the entirety of this video. He really exceeded my expectations in the simulation. This year we won 50 games. The top team in the West only won 53, so we're really up there with those good squads. So let's go ahead and get straight into round number 1 where we're taking on Phoenix. We're going to beat them in 6 games. Round 2, we got the 8-seeded Clippers. They just took down the number 1 seeded San Antonio Spurs, but we're going to be able to beat them easily in 5 games. So now we're moving on to the conference finals against the Timberwolves. We've had our fair share of run-ins against this team. They're definitely a solid squad. Game number 1 is going to go to Minnesota. They're up 2-0. We're going to take game 3. And they're going to take game 4. We'll take game 5 and game 6. So we're going to a game 7 here. Chance for Boogie to get back in the NBA Finals. We did it. Just an easy little 3-1 comeback. You know, another day at the office for DeMarcus Cousins. We're going to the NBA Finals taking on Brooklyn, and you already know what Boogie needs to do this year. He needs to show Cat why he's better. I don't care if Cat won MVP. We know who the greatest is. The greatest is crazy, but you know what I'm saying. Game number 1 is going to go to Brooklyn. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 is going to go to us. We're up 3-1. DeMarcus Cousins, another chip. Yes, sir. DeMarcus Cousins going to win another NBA championship. He's got 3 in the video. 1 more season to go for Boogie. Can he win a 4th NBA championship? Final season of the video. I want to see Boogie win 1 last chip. Final season, Giannis, DPOY, Scotty Barnes, Rookie of the Year, LaMelo, 6th Man, Joel Embiid, DPOY, Kobe White, Most Improved, and Aiden Nicholson is Coach of the Year. DeMarcus Cousins on the All-NBA second team this season, averaging about 24 a game, adding on 11 boards a night. You all have seen pretty similar numbers throughout this video. He's just nice. This season, we won 56 games. We were nearly the number 1 seed in the conference. We're going to be taking on the 6-seeded Golden State Warriors in the first round. We'll go ahead and sweep them. Round 2, we got the Lakers. They're up 2-1 against us. We're going to tie it up at 2 apiece. They're going to take game 5, and we will lose in 6. Lakers go on to win the championship, but overall, what a successful video for DeMarcus Cousins. He put up great numbers. He ended up winning 3 NBA championships, made 10 All-Star teams. He won 2 finals MVPs, was on the All-NBA first team 8 times, and he made the second team twice and the third team once. I had a ton of fun making this video for y'all. I love that finals where it was Sacramento versus Philly. Iggy hit that shot. That was crazy. Man, I just love making the content for y'all. If you made it to the end of the video, comment 3 rings for a boogie. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.